Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's so great to have my family here with me every week. You guys are amazing. If you're new here, welcome as well. My name is Elizabeth and it's great to have you here. In today's video, I'm continuing my spring cleaning series. I'm reaching some places that I do not normally clean, usually just in the springtime. And today I'm doing the areas at the top of my house. There is a lot of dust and dirt there, so if you are into that, this is the show for you. I'm also going to show you how we make what we call a Camper'S omelet. We make it right here on our stove on weekends and of course when we go camping. So if that sounds good to you, stick around and let's get started. This ladder was so heavy, you guys. It is huge and it was so hard to bring out, and my husband just thought it was so funny just to watch me lug this big thing in while he filmed me. But oh, I can't believe how heavy it is. And look up here, this place only gets cleaned maybe twice a year, usually once for sure, maybe twice. Look, there's a Nerf dart right there. There's all these kind of little buggies up there. And yes, the vacuum cleaner was very heavy to hold, but that was really the best way to get that out. I did use my feather duster to kind of swish things off. I'm not crazy about that idea because it just goes into the air and it gets on the carpet. I just have to make sure that I get under there very quickly and vacuum everything up. I'm just using my glass cleaner to clean up that glass, and then all the dust and the gunk that was trapped inside the actual window sill. I'm using my Method all-purpose cleaner to get that up, and it works really well. The good news is that all day that day it was sunny, it was beautiful outside. I am so ready for the spring weather just to hit. We had cold, we had rain, now we have sun today, so it has been glorious. What are you guys planning on doing this spring? We're going to do a lot of hiking, a lot of things around the house, get things done, and enjoy the weather outside. Yes, that ladder is as heavy as it looks. It was every year. That's probably why these places don't really get cleaned, because it does take a lot of energy to get up there and lug those things around. But look at that, it desperately needs to be cleaned. So these little recessed areas up above my fireplace, they're beautiful and they're perfect for decorating. They do need to be cleaned because you guys know how your dining room table looks after a week or two, very dusty. So imagine these areas that just sit there and do not get cleaned very often. So I'm just using my feather duster to kind of get everything out, and then I'm wiping everything down with my cleaner and my rag to really get that dirt off. While I was up there, of course, I found a Nerf dart, I found 2 paper airplanes, and a crayon. So somebody was having some target practice up there. So everything needs to be dusted and cleaned off, and there are 3 areas up there. So this was area number 1. This ladder was so heavy, and yes, I know I look awkward trying to move it along. I was trying not to hit anything on the mantle there. This is the little area number 2 that I'm doing. Those pretty iron decorations I got from Southern Living years ago. Does anybody remember going to Southern Living parties and buying things from them? I remember doing that, and it was always so much fun to get together with everybody and then pick out a few things that would fit your house decorations. So it was really some good memories there, and that's what those decorations are from. And this is the last one, thank goodness. So here's the last one I'm doing today. Those cute little lanterns right there, they're perfect for the inside or outside. And then I'm trying to get rid of all the little spider webs that collect up there, which is yuck. A lot of little spiders living in your house, but they make their webs, and then of course all the dust lands on them. Now that everything is dusted, I made sure that right away I vacuumed everything up, because if I don't get that stuff up, somebody could step on it and it would just get ground right into the carpet and be very difficult to get out. So I just went right ahead as fast as I could and did all the vacuuming. And so now everything looks so much better. This area is right here on top of my front door. It's a very odd space, but of course you have to have something up there because it would look funny if it was just bare. So we put up an old vintage trunk that we got from my husband's family years ago, and my old English saddle. I used to show horses when I was younger for about 15 years, and so we just put that up there, and then an old rocking chair that I had when I used to teach school. So we put those things up for decoration, and they gather up the dust, of course. And so once or twice a year I climb up here and give everything a good wipe down. You can see all the dust. It was just crazy up there. I have to bring up an extension cord and my vacuum cleaner, because that's really the best way to clean the floor up there. After I knock out all the dust loose, then I can just vacuum it up with the vacuum cleaner. As I was coming down the ladder, I could see some spider webs right here in this little nook here. And so I'm just trying to brush all those down, get those off. They were on the wall as well. Then coming off the ladder, I could reach this window right above my front door, and I'm just giving it a sweep. So now that I am done, look at me from head to toe. You see those things flying by the camera? Guys, that is dust coming off my shirt. It's hitting my face and I'm blowing it away. It is just in the air. Now I'm going to get ready to make the Camper's omelet, but the first thing I need to do is clean all my vegetables. So I'm just going to soak them in a solution of vinegar and water. I'm just filling up that container with water and putting about 3/4 of a cup of vinegar into it. I got some goodies from Amazon this week, so I thought I would just go ahead and unbox them with you guys. Not a lot of stuff, but I'm trying something new. Actually, two things that are new. I was looking for a new colander, a new strainer, and I bought one, but as soon as it got here, I opened it, and there were broken pieces in the bag. So it wasn't made very well. It was kind of a cheap plastic. So I'm going to try this one today. Get some scissors. We're going to open this and see how it works. The plastic looked a little bit sturdier than the one that came. So we will try it out today and see. Looks pretty good. This is one that you put over your sink, so it stretches out and you can just drain and rinse off everything right there on your sink. So we're going to push this down. Look at there. Oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought. So love that when you get something new and it's much better than you thought. So we'll see how these work in and out, and we'll put it over the sink and give it a test. I also I'm making my Camper'S omelet today. And when we make these, you're supposed to use baggies. If you use Glad or Ziploc, you use their freezer baggies because they're thicker and they can withstand the boiling water. If you do buy those, then make sure you get the BPA-free kind. BPA is a chemical that's made with plastics, and sometimes they can seep out into your food. So you want to make sure that you're using something that is BPA-free. I found these. I'm going to try them for the first time today. I'll let you guys know what they're like. And they are reusable baggies. Since I bought them, I've seen some other ones in different colors, and they're really cute. So I may get some of those. But these are just the plain plastic ones. Let's see. They feel kind of rubbery, but they're supposed to withstand, let's see. What does it say? They're dishwasher safe, microwave safe, they're reusable, easy to clean, BPA free of course. And let's see. Has a slider bar, wash the bags first, microwave safe. However, remove the slider bar when microwaving. Okay. Okay. So that must mean this here. Awesome. So let's try these out today as we make the Camper'S omelet. The first thing I'm going to do is to make some brown sugar bacon. It's my favorite way to make bacon. I could make it a little bit earlier and put it into my omelet, but today I'm not. I'm just going to enjoy the bacon all by itself. But I wanted to show you guys how to make it in case you're not familiar with this. So the first thing I'm going to do is just spray my pan so the bacon doesn't stick to it. I'm using thick cut bacon. You can use any brand. Just make sure that it's thick cut. And then I'm going to put some brown sugar on it and some peppercorn. I'm just going to take some brown sugar and pour some in a bowl. And then just take some in my hands and sprinkle some on the bacon. So now I'm just going to put it in the oven on 375 for about 15-20 minutes. Now that the vegetables have been soaking for a few minutes in the vinegar and water, I'm just going to use my new strainer. I wanted to experiment with it, see how it fit well in the sink, and then I can just drain all the water out and rinse off my vegetables. I really like this new strainer. It was great. It was very secure on my sink. It had a nice deep bowl and it felt like it was made really well. I also like the fact that it's collapsible so it can fit perfectly in my cabinet. So I'm just bringing the whole thing over here to get started on my cutting board. Move everything up a little bit. I'm going to start cutting my peppers, my tomatoes to put in my omelet, and some mushrooms in pieces. I love this cutting board because I can just cut whatever I need and then slide it right on over to the next side and bring out an empty container, slip that right back in, and now I am ready to fill it up with my next vegetable. The last thing I'm cutting up are some sun-dried tomatoes. So these are the yummy goodies that I have here. We have some onions, mushrooms, tomatoes, bell peppers, and 2 different kinds of cheeses. Just pick whatever you want if you're going to make this. I wanted to show you guys the baggies. Remember, these are the reusable ones, the BPA-free ones that I found. They have measurements on one side. I've already pre-washed them to show you guys. They open just like this. And so I'm just going to make my omelet inside of here. I'm going to start with 2 eggs. Just going to crack them. Go ahead. I think to help me, I'm going to use my cutting board right there. I'm just going to crack my egg. 1 and 2. Oh, and I didn't show you, if you're just going to use this for, like, let's say celery or things like that, when you close it, it comes with a plastic seal. So you close them and you just slide that right on, and you are good to go to put it inside your refrigerator. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish. I put 2 eggs in already, and now I'm just going to put what I like to have in my omelet. I love sun-dried tomatoes. The kids do not, but these are my favorites, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some of those in there for me. Just drop those in. I'm going to add some bell pepper. I'm going to add some mushrooms since I already have my tomatoes in. I am not an onion fan, so I'm going to skip those. And then I have 2 cheeses. I have cheddar and Parmesan. So I'm just going to take a little bit of cheddar and a little bit of Parmesan. And then I'm going to take my baggie, and I'm going to, remember this doesn't close, I'm just going to hold it closed with one hand, and I'm going to squish my egg together and all of my fixings in there. Just squish it all together, make sure it gets mixed up. Remember, you can do this on the weekend. The kids love to do this. Or if you're out camping, you just do it like that. You can add 2 eggs, or you can even add a third. You just have to cook it a little bit longer. For 2 eggs, we're going to cook it for about 12 minutes. So it's all mashed up together. Just to hold it together, I'm going to use a clothespin, because when I put these in my boiling water, I'm going to go ahead and clothespin them to the side as well. So I'm just going to set this aside and make another one. The bacon is almost done. Look at that. Looks fabulous. And here, these silicone bags worked so well. Look at that omelet. It just slipped right out, and it looks big and fluffy, and oh, yum. Oh my gosh, you guys, this looks so good. Let's cut into this bad boy and see how it looks inside. I gotta try it. It's so good. With this bacon, oh my gosh, that was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. You guys take care, and thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I'm going in for some more.